Hello and welcome to this new episode of Pathfinder Adventures by Knights of the Smith Dinner Table. And sorry we didn't do any recordings over the weekend, but since we're recording, you guys, as my wife would like to point out, probably wouldn't notice the difference. Anyway, on to more important matters. When last we left our heroes, they had tracked Auric Van Kaskeren down. They found him hidden underneath a warehouse on the northeast side of Riddleport. Not only did they find him, they found the gang that he had managed to put together, as well as a pair of drow, one drow priestess and a drow warrior. After a harrowing fight in which at least, 2/3, if not 3/4 of the party was down at one
Oh, I thought you were
time.
going to say at least 2 fingers was lost.
And 2 fingers lost. Bartok can now count in the base of 7 better than anybody else, or base of 8, because he lost 2 fingers. And all that's left is they have captured Auric. He has been stabilized, so he is no longer dying. There is loot to be had. There is yet another entrance into this chamber right over here where both of the drow came from. And then I believe there is some vengeance to be gained as well. So why don't we pick up right there? What are you guys going to do?
All right, so we're dropping out of combat right now.
We are out of combat, yes.
All right, so Bartok's going to drop out of his rage and just look at his hand and yell, "Fuck!" and start running to look for his fingers as he's in pain.
All right, go ahead and make a perception check.
Well, he's doing that.
That's good. 26.
You do find your fingers. They were awfully close to that fire. What's Letang going to do?
Start stripping bodies and piling loot. Inventory.
All right. And stripping Auric as well?
Yes.
Okay. What about Rev and the Don?
I will look around this corner where these drows came from.
Okay. Let me switch to
Rev slides his dagger into the fire and then kind of takes up a guard position over by the opening as well.
Turn on dark vision for that part. All right. And what about Jasmina? Oh, we didn't change names for everybody. What you gonna do, Jasmina?
You're muted.
I said I don't know.
Well, Rev's got a dagger in the fire for you. Heating it up.
Some of us are also rather beat up. We could use some healing.
I think all of us
Is
would rather.
Auric tied up?
Yes.
Okay.
And now he is stripped down to his skivvies.
I believe I have 1 heal left for today.
Yep.
So can I do a 3-action heal for everybody?
Indeed. Go ahead and roll that D10 now. Because you guys leveled up.
Two.
Hooray, I'm just over half now.
It's better than a 1.
True.
That is.
I suppose now that we've leveled up, I also have a spell left today, so I'll try a 3-action heal. And I got a 3 out of 8, so
So everybody gets
terrible.
3 back.
Was that for everyone?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I feel like we should make sure Oric is awake.
Oh, he's
and
awake
alert.
and he's panicking. But I'm
And-
assuming he was gagged as well, so you guys didn't have to listen to him.
Oh, I'm gonna take the gag out of. I'm gonna. Do you know who I am?
No, please don't hurt me anymore.
Hurt you? Hurt you? I am confused. Why would we hurt you?
You came tearing into my hideout and you killed everybody.
Why are you hiding out?
Because I'm in Riddleport.
In our defense,
Yeah, I hear some things about you.
They did attack
Oric
us
or
first.
Odic or Odic or Otik, Odin.
Rib looks over. Why don't we just call him by his new name, No Dick?
Well, she hasn't taken it yet.
That's why I said his new name, or soon to be new name.
Why do you need to be hiding?
Because Clegg is
Because
after
you've
me.
messed up. You've done some really bad things to some of my really good friends.
I don't even know who you are, lady.
I am a member of the Church of...
Oh, she forgot the god's name.
Calestra.
Are you going to fill in? Who do you think I'm a member of the Church of? Who might you have hurt some of my friends?
Poor bastard.
Is
I'm doing it with this smile on my face, too.
is anybody
Doesn't-
else getting the vibe of the way to attach girlfriend?
I
Right.
was going to go with the Joker from, what was it, Dark Knight, or the recent one?
No, I'm thinking overly attached girlfriend just from the expression on her face.
He doesn't have the eyes right.
Callistra? Is that right?
Callistria.
Callistria. Do you know them?
He breaks out into sobs.
Well, I'm not feeling sorry for him.
No, you don't have
He's
to.
been stripped of everything.
Yep.
Everything
He's
but
in the buff.
Everything but his underwear.
I'm gonna yank those off him.
Well, yank them down.
Down.
wouldn't we want to wait for this until we're back at the church?
Why?
Why cart him around? Let's take care of it now. Less to carry.
Because we deliver the live body, your friend has more ammo to deal with Clegg.
That's why I put that's why I put my blade in the fire to heat up. It'll cauterize as it cuts.
Yeah, but then we'd have to carry him rather than walk him through town.
Just let me handle this. Slaftan.
Oh, okay. you I'm just
I'm
gonna
gonna depants him. What's he doing?
He is sobbing in terror. And there's a bit of liquid fear that's now making its way out.
I'm gonna grab him underneath the shoulders and stand him up.
Okay.
Would you like your life to be saved? Walk.
Are you going to just leave now? because he has to climb.
Yeah, we're not ready to go yet.
I didn't say where we were walking.
All right.
We're just gonna make laps around this little area down here. He's walking around naked. He has to get used to this. This is how we're walking through the village.
Good chance we'll get stopped that way.
No, this is Riddleport.
Yeah, but see, he's wanted in Riddleport.
Oh, and I got him.
Right, but there's a chance someone will take him away from us if we just
No
march
one's gonna
him
take
back.
him away from me.
All right.
She's Rick Astley all up on Auric.
So we're just walking around the room.
Okay.
I don't have a very good perception. I'm not gonna find anything. I found what I came to look for. You guys do your stuff. Give me the nod when we're ready to go.
That's funny because you have the highest perception of the group.
Do I? I feel like it's so awful.
You're at +8.
What's everyone else at?
+6.
We're 7.
A pair of +7s. Ben Nunn might be the only one who has an equivalent because I don't have his character since he couldn't make it tonight.
Well,
He would probably be at an 8 as a druid.
All right, so you guys watch him get walked around. Are you walking him around the outside of the room? Like around the edge? You're muted.
I heard her.
I think the neighbors heard her.
No, she wasn't
I
that.
got 24 looking down the tunnel, I guess. Can we
there. I
tell
was in
anything?
the chat. Sorry, Ben. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I guess, can I see about anything about where these drow came from?
You can, if you head up here to peek around the corner, it looks like they've definitely done a lot of traveling back and forth. The dust from the wall being crushed covers the floor pretty good, and they've done a lot of walking back and forth.
All right. Probably best not to poke this one. It's nasty.
All right. So, of the equipment that Auric has,
Can I do a search as I'm walking around? Like I might see something.
sure.
I got a 10.
Okay. He's wearing splint mail, has a steel shield, a bastard sword, a composite longbow. Let me know if I'm going too fast, Mike.
Mm-mm.
He has a torch, 3 potions, and 17 arrows.
Okay.
And you can multiply this by 4 for the
mooks.
mooks. Where'd it go? Common thug. All right. They each had short swords, daggers, leather armor, and 4 copper each. They were really down on their luck if they threw in with him.
Right. All right. And the darkies.
So let me bring them up because I'm not going to dig them out just for. Oh. What's the best you got?
Is it just the base
The
equipment
base
that they have
equipment
on them?
for the drow? Yes.
Okay. I can
So it's like
pull that
each of
up.
them have a rapier. The male had a steel shield. No, he had a wooden shield, I think. She had the steel shield. But beyond what they're wearing, there's nothing else in this chamber.
Okay.
And the goblin?
He has a dog slicer,
Junk.
torch,
Junk.
and leather armor.
I'm not pulling armor off of a dead goblin. You'll never get the smell out for somebody to purchase it.
This is Riddleport, though. You never know.
I mean, if you want to carry stinky goblin armor, it is all you. All right. Rapier, hand crossbow, leather armor. Do they have the lethargy poison?
They do.
Okay. I'll mark that as unknown for the moment. Anything down that hall where they came out of? Because the loot here is decidedly lacking.
You guys gonna wander down that way?
I don't know if it's a
Yes.
wise course of action, considering the shape we're in, and we have no healing left from our healers.
It's a fair
I'll
point.
ask Oric.
Because
what is down there.
I've never been down there. She refused.
What do you mean you've never been down there?
that priestess took out half of us with one spell.
I wasn't going to anger her. You don't anger Drow. It's as bad as.
What are you doing hanging out with Drow?
I mean, my family had to deal with them back in the day.
And you thought that was a good idea?
Seems like angering a drow priestess is about as wise as angering a Callistrian priestess to me.
Idiot. You're a... What's the word I'm looking for? Dutter.
Dipshit.
That works.
You're a dutter.
What are the Drow doing here?
I don't know. They never told me their plans, but I received a
What-
message a few days ago to meet them here.
What did they have you doing?
I just was waiting until she had something for me to do.
And she just so happened to show up when we did.
Well, she lives somewhere down that cave, I bet.
How many other Drow did you ever see with her?
Just those two.
All right. I say we take him back and come back to this later.
I mean, I can't force anyone to go check out a unknown tunnel.
No, it's the priestess's call. This is her show.
But right now, I'm not seeing 10 gold pieces that we promised to pay somebody.
I said, or 10 fingers.
She doesn't want 10 fingers.
I'm going to make him walk down the tunnel.
Sticking him in front.
Oh, yeah. I can take all the pieces I need if he's dead.
I mean, she's not wrong.
You gonna cast a light spell first so you can see?
I am casting it on him.
On his dick.
On his penis. We use correct anatomical terms here.
Uh,
Dick is the name short for Richard.
Dick is also slang, which is
Not correct.
slang is correct English. It's just colloquial to the area.
Not anatomically correct grammar.
All right. So, you guys make your way down through here. Is everybody?
Is anyone
following?
else coming with us? Because we mean something bad, I guess.
I'm piling up the loot because I'm not strong enough to carry it. That's for the meat shields to do.
I'll come with you.
I'm behind you.
Good job, guys. I appreciate it.
What
Oh, hell
about
no,
our
they're-
warrior types? Bartok and Rev, you guys going too?
Yep.
Yeah, let me grab my dagger and then I will follow along, I suppose, even
And-
though it's not the wisest course of action at this point in time.
And
Here,
while-
Cheryl, it is
while-
proper English.
Ooh, burn. I
It is not the anatomical name.
it's a synonym.
Fortunately, it still qualifies as proper English, even if it's not the proper anatomical name, though.
I don't.
We use correct words in my house.
That's why.
Oh yeah.
All right. So
So you use whom?
as you
You
come
don't use
around this bend, this room is very dimly lit. You could see it as you came around the corner. It's dimly lit with violet fungus that looks like it's been grown on the walls.
Yeah, fucking
And
drown
there's as you can see, a pair of beds, a table with a chair, and what appears to be a chest there on the side, as well as a tunnel that leads on deeper. And the whole way that you're walking down, you pretty much have to shove Auric.
Who would like to take a look at the chest?
Why not? What's the worst that could happen?
I think Auric would like to do it.
I think Auric would love to do it.
Go, Auric.
After we see if it's trapped or. I'm gonna stand back quite a bit.
Yeah, I got a 24 to see if the chest appears to be trapped.
You don't get to roll that.
Oh, I don't?
No. Checking for traps is a secret roll.
Oh, okay.
Auric just stands there looking confused. He's like, this isn't what I do. And as the Don is looking over it, the Don does not believe that it is trapped.
Let Auric open it.
It is locked.
Anybody got a crowbar?
No.
I have my dwarven lockpick.
Ah, the axe.
So I read the link that you sent me, and the first thing it says is usually vulgar. Which does not mean that it's proper.
And Merriam-Webster, though.
Moist.
Moist is a perfectly acceptable word.
It's also vulgar.
No, it's not.
Depends on who you ask. But right now we're working on a chest, not arguing semantics about the English language.
Sounds like we're doing both, actually.
So you have a locked chest, a very nice looking bed, a bed roll basically rolled out, the table and chair. And you know that, like I said, you know that the chest is locked, but you're fairly certain that it is not trapped.
All right. Rev will try and jimmy the chest open. He'll take one for the team.
You got a pry bar?
Nope, but I have weapons.
You're just going to try and smash the chest then?
I'll use his dagger like a prying in there and see if he can do
Okay.
that.
Go ahead and make an athletics check.
Doo-doo-doo.
Nobody heard that, babe.
20.
Can't you guys just pick it up and throw it on the floor?
Well, if there's something breakable in there, though, like a vial or a potion, it might get shattered.
You know, like a vial of acid that'll destroy everything inside.
Yeah. So I rolled a 20.
It does not give.
I'll use my hero point. Screw it. And that would be a 22. Great.
A little bit of give, but it does not want to open.
Someone else can try it. Won't open for me.
Can we assist?
I will take a look around, see if the priestess was keeping the key under her pillow or something.
Make a perception check.
That's only a 13.
Odic, can you pick locks?
I got a.
Because it sure looks like your penis is little enough to.
Wow. 25 to search the room.
So apparently, when Don was searching under the pillow, he knocked it off the backside of the bed, and it's sitting on the floor right here. And the reason why it didn't make much sound when it happened and was covered by him moving the pillows and stuff is because it's in a small velvet bag. But there is a key.
I walk up, hand the key to Rev. Here you go. And then back to the back to about, somewhere over here, away from area of effect.
All right. Well, Rev's going to kind of step to the side, so
I'm
he's
gonna
not
also
directly in front of the chest, and then he'll try and open it.
Okay. With a soft click, the chest opens, and inside you guys see a small cornucopia of items. There is, tucked away neatly, and this is a pretty sizable chest, a set of full plate.
Dwarven size, maybe?
It's medium sized, so probably human sized.
Damn. Oh, well.
But with the appropriate craft check and time, you could alter it.
Hi, I'm that guy.
There is what appears to be, and let me bring this one up. Let's see, this would be worn. So there is what appears to be a mummified hand hanging on a golden chain. And
That can't be good.
its fingers are kind of locked in kind of this weird pattern.
Can I to read aura?
Yeah, you want to read?
Check for magic? Isn't that what?
Well, you need to detect if it's magical first.
That's what I want to do.
But there's still a bunch more stuff in there too.
Right. My goal was to get everything to the loot pile and then take turns with those of us who can cast read aura, looking at each item individually to see magic or not.
There are 3 small vials filled with liquids of various colors.
I'll just pop that up with the other potions.
There is a cloak that it's made of mangy brown and gray fur. So that was the wrong thing.
So something for Rev's fashion sense.
There is a wand.
Sounds like it.
There is a stone. And then there is a pile of coinage in the bottom.
Is there at least 10 coins? 10 gold?
There is a lot more than 10 gold coins in there.
Black Tan, I told ya.
Well, good thing we decided to check down the tunnel, huh?
I didn't disagree with you.
Well, I'm glaring at the dwarves who didn't want to go down the hole.
I'll glare at them as well.
Not really glare, just kind of smug. All right.
Okay,
All right.
when you get eaten by the drows, I will look smart.
I mean, I'm not going down further past this tunnel. This is the what I was looking for. We can. I don't really want to go into drow hell.
So when you guys are going to be down here for a while, if you're going to do the read magic auras, when you guys cast detect magic, there's definitely the presence of a lot of magical auras here.
I figured as much. I'll just go down the list, and then we can take turns rolling.
Do we just want to take it all? Like, we have the chest. Can't we put it all in the chest and carry the chest up and do it at home?
Do it at the temple.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad
Yeah,
idea.
let's convene this party at the temple. I'll go through the stuff while you deal with Auric.
Is there enough room in this chest to put all the stuff from the we found up in the other upstairs in there as well? So we don't.
Yeah, the chest itself is about 3.5 feet wide, about 3 feet deep, and about 3 feet high. So you could get, other than the other suits of armor, Well, the banded mill you could get in because it's fairly flexible. Was it
Do
banded
we
or
want the
splint?
suits of armor?
Splint. Yeah, because
Sorry, splint.
that sells, and then some of it might be magical.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was stuff that we needed.
The bastard sword won't fit down in there.
That's fine. Somebody can carry that.
Oh, yeah. So
I'll say, what's the total bulk of the chest with everything inside?
gonna be, we'll call it 6 bulk.
All right. I'll
What are
carry
you-
it, just
Do
be
they
encumbered.
have like
Let's say one on either
Taxi?
side.
Not really, no.
are there people around who might like we could hire for some gold?
What the hell are
I mean, you are one of those people.
Hold on. Take 10 minutes to
swap out a
Phil-
spell.
swap out a spell. Floating disc.
Oh, Blacktan, I like you even more.
You're going to put that once we get up to the ground level?
Correct. Yeah. Once we tie a rope, haul the chest up, floating disc, then just guard this with your lives.
Me and Black thing can probably get me and Beartalk can probably get it up the ladder. Okay.
All right. So are you going to march Auric across town naked? Or are you going to let him have his underwear back?
Society check on if that would be legality wise. 22.
Probably frowned upon, but you don't think it would be illegal in this town.
We could always put
Considering
him
the
on the
number of
disc
breaks
with
who
the
abandoned-
chest. Everybody could see him.
The disc won't hold
Oh,
much beyond that chest.
bummer.
That's okay though.
So which is it going to be, Jasmina?
I think he needs to go naked. He got used to walking around naked down here. He'll be okay. We don't have that far to go. And if he's so proud of himself because he can go around and beat up women and punch them and like hurt them and all that kind of stuff, he can show everyone his penis because he's proud of it. Because he is a dick. Not a penis. He's a dick.
I'll also cast a spell and slap him on the forehead.
Also known as not detective.
I'll do it a couple of times because sigil lasts a little bit.
You're going to slap
So-
a visible sigil on his forehead?
Yes, it's going to say abuser of Callistrians, glowing. So that those who see
Blacktan,
know-
you're getting all the heals today.
so people
all
can
the
see
heals.
why he's being paraded around like this and hopefully keep people back if they know that this is a vengeance mission from Callistria.
All right. So because
Oh,
you're
also I'd like to stuff 2 drow heads in that chest if you could, please.
okay. Well, while you get a lot of stares, quite a few laughs. I mean, this is Riddleport, and more than one group of people who just kind of stare at you with, you would guess, envy. You guys do make it all the way back to the temple without any incidents. However, as you're going, everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Are we seeing how cold it is outside?
Yay.
Mhm.
Nat
23.
20, 26.
An 11. Woohoo!
Bartok got a total of 25 on the perception.
Okay. What about the Don?
23.
23. And Jasmina.
18.
All right. So everybody who hit that 15 or better, you guys notice that there are a group of guys and girls, right, equal opportunity, that seem to be following your progress. They don't interfere or anything. And all of them are wearing a purple colored armband on their left arm. But like I said, they don't interfere with you. They just let you go.
I don't think I'd probably be able to hit the DC for a society check for that since I'm not from here, but I'll try.
Okay.
That is 14 on the die. 22?
No. You got a
Didn't
feeling
think
they
so.
may have some sort of semi-official capacity, but
Yep.
that would
So-
be the best you could get out of it.
As soon as we get into the temple, I'm sure the high priestess is coming up.
Yes, she does. And as she walks out, she
and I
looks ecstatic.
As before she says anything, I just say, one question. Purple armband.
Ah, yes. Those are the gendarmes of Clegg's organization.
Well, then you should be expecting an official envoy.
I'm sure he'll give us some time, and not even Clegg wishes to mess with the sting.
Fair. I'll leave you ladies to your work. I've got some work of my own to do.
Excellent. Mistress?
And I'm walking the chest to my room.
And I'm following Blacktan.
What about the rest of you? I know I have an idea of what Jasmina's going to do, but what about the Don and Bartok?
I will check out the loot as well.
Bartok?
And then I'm just gonna kind of hold my two fingers in my one palm and my hand next to it, and kind of just look at the priestess and like, there's no way you can fix this, is there?
I have neither the spell nor the capability of casting one so powerful. I would bet that the best place that you could go for that would be Absalom, but I warn you, it's going to be pricey.
All right, we'll have to make a trip to Absalom here sometime then, once we acquire some fundage.
How far is that away?
Months.
Oh,
It's an island in the middle of the ocean.
Maybe she can give you a jar of formaldehyde for now.
I mean, the magic will restore the flesh. You could just keep the
throw them in a
bones.
baggie.
Yeah.
Throw them in a little pouch.
Yep.
I feel like they might get smelly. Put some salt in with them.
String them up on a necklace.
Just prepare general repose each day, Jasmina, and we'll be fine.
Is that still
Do what? I'm sorry.
Yes, it is. General
So-
repose.
Let's see here. This actually does not have a...
There it is. We are off the
So-
map to the north still.
You guys
That-
are way...
There we
Where's my
are.
ping?
We're
There's
here.
my ping.
We're in the Varesia.
You are all the
Absalom
way
is
up
down
here.
here.
And yeah, all the way down there. And bear in mind,
It's only like this far.
it took you 3 days to go from here to here. And that's not counting anything that you would face.
Yeah,
along
but
the
we
way.
were on a little tiny boat, and the guy didn't really know how to run the boat, and we were kind of pains in the butt. So, like, if we were good, maybe we could get there in 3 days.
If we find somebody who could cast teleport.
I was just gonna say maybe I can learn teleport.
Nope, not on your spell list.
Nope. And that'd be
Ever?
more expensive than a regeneration.
You know, and when we get to level 8 you said is regeneration?
No,
It's a level 7 spell, so that's like level
13.
Oh.
13.
Okay, so when we get to level 13, I'm not gonna pick up regeneration because we're never gonna need it again.
That's fair. I mean, it's not like you can pick and choose your spells from a wide variety of them every day anyway.
I will never learn it. I'm just
That's
gonna
fair.
cross it off. Like, yerp.
Understood. We'll get the mushroom druid to learn it.
well, on the plus side, it's
You're
not
all
a
assuming we
rare
live
or
that long.
uncommon spell. So
Are you
That's a s-
assuming we're not?
That's assuming the game's going to go that long.
all right. So after your friends make their way out of the room, she looks to you and says, "So, mistress, what are your plans with this gentleman?"
Well, that's being kind.
Well, I promised his penis to someone else. His tattoo
To
is
her.
going to her, right?
Yes. Or him.
Or what?
Or him. What's left of him. If he's still alive.
Did someone give you gold? Because I know he owed you some.
No, not her.
He owed the
Oh, who do you owe?
the gold goblin, Cimaritha Beldusk, 10
Yeah.
gold.
It's a gold goblin.
Oh, I forgot we stopped there before we went.
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the one who helped us find him, so I definitely want to pay her that.
Yeah, I
Perhaps
do
a little
too.
interest since the information paid off.
Maybe we should give her a finger also.
That I'm not even with you right now. I'm looking at money.
I mean, didn't the out of character? Didn't the lady down in the place we started say
McNamara?
that she would take him alive also?
She would, but she would be okay with either him dying and you bringing proof, or leaving him alive and bringing her his manhood.
We got to cut the tattoo off his back. That's probably not gonna.
Now, the mistress that you're with now is like, I could use a new eunuch.
What's that mean?
Ballless servant. Testicleless servant. Sorry.
So,
Since we're proper here.
Exactly.
thank you.
Think gelding. What? A horse that's had a thing chopped off. That's what he'd be, a workhorse without any way to procreate. Are you okay, Cheryl?
Just snap a really tight rubber band around his nuts right now, and in a couple of days, you'll just
Hey,
hook the ball.
Rev had it. Rev had a heated dagger ready to go. So
I'll be right back. Since we're
Has
doing
she
Cheryl's part,
performed a manhood, an unmanhooding before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, let's do that. I have a jar.
All right, so you guys perform the procedure.
Probably too big. I probably just need like a shot glass though.
And are you going to aid her?
Of course.
Make a medicine check. What'd you get?
$27.
Ooh, nice.
I rolled a 19.
You successfully aid her. And his screams, because she just has him tied down. There's no anesthetic. He's not knocked out.
No strip of leather in his mouth either.
No strip of leather in his mouth.
It's going to lose your tongue.
She wants to make sure that he understands the message that you're sending him. And it takes you guys about an hour because you have to be careful because you want to keep him alive.
Right, yeah. I mean, we're like watching out for veins and arteries, and I don't want it like manhandled.
But the rest of you can hear the screams the entire time. And he goes for a good long while before he passes out from the pain. He lasts about 20 minutes of the hour. So she's obviously very good with the knife. And
Is there lots of blood?
oh yeah, lots of blood. But she has another acolyte there keeping him stabilized.
Oh, that's the nice thing about being a healer. Like, I can cut people to eat them and heal them back up just to eat them again.
If you want to walk down that dark path.
I'm not saying I would. I just was saying I could.
Or you just get the wizard to cast Wall of Stone and then Stone to Flesh.
And eventually, your jar has been filled. After that, she treats your entire party to a large meal in celebration. And she even offers the use of some of her concubines to any of your friends who are interested without charge, since she's getting a eunuch out of the deal.
Well, I have to decline because I'm missing my bowling fingers.
Ben looks.
We'll take free healing though.
Yep, I'm going to be a couple more minutes. I got to go tuck the kid in.
Okay. And she does provide healing for everybody.
Woohoo!
All right.
So,
So are drow a normal sight in this town?
no, we haven't seen them in close to 10 years.
Interesting, because in Oryx's basement there were a couple of them.
Oh, pardon me. Sounds like a mystery that I should get to the bottom to. Or the bottom of.
Well, there's a tunnel leading out down underneath the warehouse as well.
Probably
So
leads into the Darklands.
Definitely they have a way into your city.
I shall let Clegg know when I'm gloating over my acquisition. All right. So the rest of that day is fairly easy. When he gets back, we'll go over the items that you guys have.
Ask her, can she recommend someone to sail us back? She's because we've got to get back. We've got to take the priestess's bounty back to the temple. So
We got to take the package back.
yeah, we have to take the package back. So I'm gonna see if she might be able to recommend anyone that can sail us. Maybe if
sure
at least get us somewhere. Maybe not all the way, but maybe get us to a more busier port city that can actually get us there. So it might be a 2-hop trip.
Oh, no. We can. There are ships that run from here to Magnamar every day. So I will speak with some people and we shall get you on your way back as quick as we can.
Much appreciated.
Oh, pardon me.
Blafthand's back. Let's identify, or let's aura things.
Well, first, let's count the coins in the chest while that could be what the people who are with me are doing while I'm looking at seeing what's magic or not.
So there is. Let's start with the copper.
So you don't want me counting and I'm missing fingers.
No, you're there to guard, Bartok.
1,250 copper. 125 silver. And 68 gold. These
That's a lot of
drawers
money.
were sitting
So
on a bit of cash.
58 gold because we're sending 10 to the gold goblin.
Should we send her, like I said, should we send her an extra couple since she did give us solid information?
Yeah, why not?
We can see if the priestess can arrange a delivery. That way we won't have to go there ourselves.
All right.
We can make it an 14, and that'll give us an even 60 gold in our split from what we had previously.
I'm good with that if everybody else is.
All right. So what item do you want to start with?
I'm just going to go down the list. Splint mail.
It is indeed magical. And go ahead and make your Arcana check.
27.
That is a success. Oh, Pardon me. It is +1 splint mail, +1 potent.
Okay. Steel shield number 1.
It is not magical.
Steel shield number 2.
That is not magical.
Bastard sword.
Non-magical.
Composite longbow.
Non-magical.
All right. Then Auric had 3 potions on him.
They are indeed magical. And go ahead and roll your Arcana because they are magical and not alchemical.
Right. 26.
They are lesser healing potions.
Ooh, excuse me.
Torch that he had is magical.
Ever burning.
Yes. I'm not even going to make you roll for that one.
Okay. And then I had 3 potions from the drow box.
All right. So of those 3, only one of them is magical.
Okay. And that'll be an 18.
That is enough. It is an oil of weightlessness.
Okay.
Helpful for you moving the big box.
And then craft alchemy to discern what the other 2 are.
All right. Go ahead and roll for the first one.
First one is a 23.
That is an infiltrator's elixir. And the second one?
That is a 21.
Ooh. Damn it. I am tired. I apologize. That is a moderate serene mutagen.
Okay. That over to the consumables. All right. Any of the arrows magical?
No.
Didn't think so. Any of the Mook's short swords, daggers, leather armor?
Nope.
Okay. Drow
Is
rapiers?
the box magical?
The box is not magical, nor are the rapiers, nor the drow's armor.
Trust me, the box was going to be the last thing. I was asking about hand crossbows.
Nope, those are just normal.
And then 24 on the craft alchemy to notice that those are lethargy poisons from the drow.
That's good enough.
Okay, I've got a bunch of stuff that I need to break down for formulas. Drow chainmail.
Non-magical.
Drow holy symbol to the drow god.
It's just a wooden, or not a wooden, a stone holy symbol.
Okay. The full plate that was in the chest.
That is not magical.
The mummified hand.
That is indeed magical.
Okay, that is a math 23.
That is a hand of the mage.
Ooh.
And what does that do?
Stuff and things.
Inquiry minds want to know.
So what the hand of the mage does is one let's see, it doesn't have a limit on the number of times per day you can do it, but you can spend 2 actions, a command and an envision action each, and it allows you to cast Mage Hand.
And it's a vested item.
It is an invested item, yes.
It's one of those things anyone can use, though.
Yep.
The wand.
It is a Wand of Burning Hands. Cast at level 1.
I will hold on to that if nobody objects.
That's not on the primal list, so I can't use it, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Not without trick magic item. And the stone, is it magical?
The stone is not magical.
Okay, what is the stone?
Go ahead and make a craft alchemy check.
Oh, it's an alchemy. Okay. That is a 24.
It is a moderate thunderstone.
Ooh. And that was everything that was in the chest.
There's still the cloak.
Oh, I skipped the cloak. Yep, the cloak.
So it is indeed magical. And go ahead and make your arcana check.
That is a 18.
Just enough. That is a Coyote Cloak. And what the Coyote Cloak does is, let me scroll up to it. It's a dusty coat made of mangy brown and gray coyote fur. Gives you a +1 item bonus to survival checks. And if you critically succeed at your survival check to subsist, you can feed twice as many additional creatures.
It's good for hunting out in the wilderness. All right, Rev. You're the one who can use the heavy armor out of everyone here.
Once it's fitted.
Well, the splint mail, unlike the full plate, would be able to just be adjusted for you because splint mail's interlocking metal plates, whereas plate mail is the whole fitted thing, and that's magical. So it would give you a +6 AC bonus, a +1 dexterity cap.
Oh,
It's actually going to be better for you than the full plate right now.
okay. Gear, add equipment.
It would be
Magic item.
under defense.
Yeah, you could add it just from your defense tab, set your armor to it, and then...
Well, stow your old armor first.
Yep.
Stow. Yes. Does that mean I'm carrying it or just off so I don't want to get encumbered by it?
Well, you can remove it from your inventory, and I can put it on the master list if you'd like. What were you wearing previously?
It's already gone. Just chainmail, I believe.
Yeah,
There's my
+4 dex, +4 AC bonus chainmail.
Yeah, just regular old chainmail. So yeah.
That works. I can put it in here in the sell pile.
That works. I am more than happy to give that up for the greater
Magical
good.
splint. Yep. Okay.
Now, how do I get rid of it off of here then if it's chainmail?
You just
It
hit
should-
the minus button, and it'll say, do you want to remove it?
All right. Next up is, do we have any need for steel shields?
No.
Okay.
Okay, and what that armor was banded
Not
mail?
unless Jasmina.
or-
I think she and Rev are the only ones who can use. Well, no, I think Bartok can, but
I mean, I can
Hey.
use it as the ray shield. I can't use shield block.
Yeah, I don't plan on actually selling any of the things here. We can hold on to them until we get back to Magnamar because the market here is so gross.
Crappy. What is the... Okay. Set armor. So magical armor, yes.
No, it would be basic armor. Then you would set mods on it.
Oh, standard armor. And what kind? We said it was banded?
Yes.
Splint.
Splint.
Splint. All right, splint mail. Give it to him. Set mods. So what are my mods on it? Potency
Just
or
potency rune 1.
+1. Finished. Oh, that's a nice bump to my AC.
Yeah, should be a 2-point bump.
Yeah, it's 21 now.
Nice. Anybody want the bastard sword?
I can use that.
Can you?
No, it's like a martial weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorcerers can't use them.
Yeah. Not without a feat. Again, I think that's really just Rev and Bartok on this group.
Nope, because it's an anathema for my.
Oh, yeah, because you're the natural barbarian.
Yep.
Composite longbow. Rev?
I don't.
You'd be able to use it.
Why is it fallen or martial or something?
Yep, it's a martial weapon. It would be it's a longbow that you use your strength bonus to damage with.
Half your strength.
Oh, is it half?
Yep.
Yeah.
Only thrown weapons get your full strength.
Yeah, I
Composites
don't have any
propulsive, which is
range. I
half your
can
strength.
definitely. I guess I'll hold on to it for now. We can always sell it later.
Yep. So take that and 17 arrows.
Offense. So, what composite longbow you said?
Yep.
Composite longbow. Give. Okay. And where do you add?
The arrows?
Yeah.
That would be
Under
under
your
your normal gear.
Yeah, standard gear tab under equipment.
Gear. And equipment. Arrows. There we go.
Oh, what kind of crossbows did they have?
And crossbows. Those are
Oh, they're simple weapons.
simple weapons.
So I'd know how to use them.
17 arrows.
And they had 10 bolts each on that. And I think
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause they
I'll
didn't
take
use
one of
them.
them.
yeah, as a wizard, I don't get that. Because I don't get all simple weapons as a wizard. So you'll have 20 bolts with that, and you can have 2 of them if you want.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
In case you break one.
Yep. All right, so I'll pull that off. All right, now we're at short swords. Anybody needing a short sword?
You can. I don't need one, but you can add a dwarven war axe to our mix because I had started with 2, then I got the saber, that sawtooth saber, so I don't use the other one anymore. So you can add a dwarven war axe into that mix to sell later.
No problem.
And that way I ain't got to lug it about with me. Since it's not anything special.
All right, so nobody who needs a short sword. Anybody need daggers?
I got my clan dagger. I'm good.
Anybody need leather armor? Okay, rapiers. We got a dwarven war axe for sale now. Okay. Anybody need chainmail?
Nope, I'm breastplate or bust at this point.
Full plate. All right. Who wants the hand of the mage?
Oh, thanks. Seems kind of gross.
I mean, it is a mummified elven hand.
Is it a surface elf hand?
Yes.
Oh, those bastards.
No, they use one of their own. Come on now.
The drow would use one of their own.
Yeah.
Then it would be a male hand, probably.
Yep.
So are we sailing back to wherever?
I think the church was going to organize a boat home for us.
Mm-hmm.
I asked her if she would.
Well, if nobody else wants the hand of the mage, I'll hold on to it because magic item is magic item. If worse comes to worse, I can hold on to it until I can learn to craft them and then take it apart. Get the formula.
Okay, creepy boy.
What exactly does it do anyway?
You can cast Mage Hand,
And that does.
grab things.
Oh.
It's a cantrip.
Mages things.
So it can creates a single magical hand, either invisible or ghost-like, that grabs the target object and moves it slowly up to 20 feet. Because you're levitating the object, you can move it in any direction. When you sustain the spell, you can move the object an additional 20 feet. If the object is in the air when the spell ends, the object falls.
It's not like it's something
It has
handy
a
to have, but
range of 30 feet, and you can get one unattended object of light bulk or less.
it's not bad.
Okay.
Good question. It's actually, honestly, probably not me.
No survival?
I mean, I do, but I only have a +5.
I've got no points in it.
I would guess it would probably be the mushroom.
Yeah, possibly. I'll hold it on for none. Since nobody else is.
If he's a druid, he probably has one of the higher survivals.
Yep. And I'm taking the wand of burning hands. Who wants an ever-burning torch?
Well, let's go by who needs an ever-burning torch first.
Yes.
To be
Some
able
of
to
us can see.
And both of the elves have low light vision.
Right, but
Everybody
both
else
of the
has
elves
dark.
can. Both of the elves can cast the light spell.
You can also use the vested mage hand item to take the torch.
It's true. But that just sounds a bit extra.
So that sounds like blast hand to me.
What, a bit
I'm not the
extra?
one who has the dead Ion stone floating around their head. That would be Jasmina.
I am glad they got rid of magic item slots.
Right. Now it's just vested. Same premise, just different. I mean, we could sell the ever-burning torch, or we can hold on to it, and I can
I
take it
have
apart.
light, don't I? I
Yeah,
don't need an ever-burning torch. Okay.
I'll hold on to it just because once I learn how to craft magical items, I can take it apart for the formula. And then nobody needs chainmail. Anybody want a holy symbol to a drow god?
No.
I'm not even
Can
sure
we
who the drow
dispose of that
worship in
somehow?
Pathfinder.
Like, burn it,
It's stone, I think he said.
break
It
it,
is stone.
hammer it down into pebbles, and then
Do the
throw those
drow
pebbles
worship.
in the bottom of a fire?
No need to go piss off a god. Their god didn't do anything to us. It was just the drow.
Well, that one spell that knocked everybody flat came from their god, so you know.
Yes, perhaps we can
It's-
find someone who wants it as like a toilet paper holder.
It is actually an unholy symbol to a demon lord.
Oh, which one?
Oh, we'll say. Well, it wouldn't be her anymore. Because Nocticula kind of went neutral. We'll go with
still-
Descari.
Descari, the Swarm Lord. Never know when we might come across somebody who worships the deity who might need another holy symbol. As long as it's not Ravagug, Blithdan doesn't have a problem with it. Yay, true neutral. All right, so we're selling the full plate because I already know how to make that. And so, okay. And then now to the consumables here. We have 3 lesser healing potions.
Suppose I could take one.
As often as I get beat up, I'd like to have one on hand in case the healers aren't nearby, or just in the off chance I'm on Yasmina's bad list that day.
Yep. And lesser healing potion is the 3rd level consumable, so it's going to be 2d8 back.
Yeah, and Bartok won't have the mental wherewithal to drink them himself, so somebody's got to hold them if they're going to use them on him.
I'll hand Jasmina the 3rd one to hold on for Bartok.
Where would it fall under on the list? Under gear and...
Yes, gear. If you go to add equipment, it'll be under consumables.
Right. Minor healing potion?
Nope, lesser.
Lesser.
2d8 plus 5 back. It's a good one. All right.
Well, if I can learn my alphabet here, I'll be just fine.
Oil of
You
weightlessness.
said you gave me one?
Yes.
It was a lesser?
Yep.
Yes. Oil of weightlessness. Anybody need?
What does that do?
You put it on a item of 1 bulk or less, and it makes it feel weightless. It gives it negligible bulk for 1 hour.
Why don't we hold on to that in case we run across some treasure we have to move?
Only works for 1 bulk things or less.
Oh.
Yeah. But again, if nobody wants it, I can hold on to it for formulary once I can craft magical items. Basically, if nobody wants it, it goes into a pile for me to rip apart later.
Sounds good.
And then alchemical items, we have the Infiltrator's Elixir.
Oh, what is that for? What does it do?
It, 2nd level item,
Something sneaky.
gives you a +4 bonus to deception when you're setting up a disguise to impersonate. And again, if nobody wants it, I can actually rip that apart now once we have time in an alchemist lab and learn the formula.
Okay, and then you can make us more.
Yes, I could duplicate it. So if nobody needs it for anything, I'll learn it. Moderate serene mutagen, I won't be able to rip apart yet, but I can later.
It's a level
What
1.
it does is it gives you a bonus to will
Or no, level
saves
3.
and perception, medicine, nature, religion, and survival checks. The drawback of it is you get a -1 penalty to attack rolls and save versus spells, and 1 penalty per damage dice to all damage that you do. And it's a 10-minute duration. Any takers on that one?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Nope.
Make a note of that. And then we've got lethargy poison. It is, I would definitely like to keep at least 1 dose because it is an uncommon poison, meaning not many people are going to know the formula for this poison.
And what, it makes people fall asleep?
It is a injury poison. If you get hit with it, it lasts for 4 hours. Stage 1 is slowed. Stage 2 is slowed for a minute. Stage 3 is unconscious for a round. Stage 4 is unconscious for 1d4 hours. So yeah, it's a potentially sleepy time poison. It takes 3 actions to envenom your weapon, and then it's a one-shot. I can't hear you, Ben.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah, I might keep a vial of that.
Okay, go ahead and take one. I'll hold on to the other one to rip apart for learning how to make it.
All right. Is that everything?
Yep, that is the entirety of the loot table from here.
All right. So the next day, the priestess has one of the acolytes take you to the docks where they've already hired a ship. It's a sizable ship. It's an actual passenger ship. And you guys have rooms, individual rooms on it.
Jasmine is happy.
I'm going to lose composure and just kiss the priestess to Calistria on the cheek real quick. Oh, thank God for rooms.
Well, she's not here. It's her acolyte.
Well, whoever is showing us to the ship, they're getting a kiss planted on the cheek.
Hopefully it's female and not her new eunuch.
I don't kink shame.
Well, it depends on the kink.
Well, in this instance, I don't.
And the trip back is uneventful, calm seas. And you guys actually make what would have been a 4-day trip in 2.5 with favorable winds.
Booyah.
And as you arrive back in Magnamar, you know where you need to go. Well, at least where Jasmina has to go.
Well, we got to collect our 15 gold.
And you guys make your way there. And she is more than happy to see Jasmina with the jar. And she says, "Thank you, mistress." She hands over a small purse and says, "Our sister will be very happy to keep this on her mantle as a warning to others who wish to abuse our more capitalistic endeavors."
Well, and if anyone wants to make a pilgrimage to go see the new eunuch of Riddleport.
Yes.
The mistress up there kept him.
Yep.
She was very happy with her new eunuch.
I bet. I am sure that the sacred sting will smile upon you. And after you conclude your business there, what do you guys want to do?
I need to pick up, if nobody objects, I need to pick up an alchemist kit for 5 gold.
No objection here.
Sell off what we've got and
Yep.
hit the market, sell what we've got and buy what we need.
Yep.
And of course, you can sell it all for 50%.
Yep.
No Abadarians to try and take advantage of the market. And you guys going to take some downtime then?
If nobody has any objections.
Yeah.
I still put feelers out for work, though.
Well,
Okay.
there's 2 spots on our survey map that we saw that
Oh yeah, those roads.
that nobody else wasn't on the map that I'd like to explore if we don't find anything else worthwhile.
True.
Okay. So,
But
how
If
long
we'd
do
like
you
to
guys
take a few days.
want to spend in downtime?
Is there anybody here that might be able to heal Bartok's hand?
Yes, but you're looking at
We don't have the money.
600 gold at least.
360 gold for a regenerate spell.
Okay.
If anything, I'd like to take at least a week of downtime so that I can, because we'd have to pay for,
Right.
um,
And it depends on what level you want to have your cost of living be at.
yeah, because this temple isn't putting us up free for a week.
No. You've got your choices of substance, which is basically living on the streets, comfortable, fine, or extravagant. Extravagant might be out of your price range. But the costs are 4 silver for subsistence, a gold per week for comfortable, 30 gold per week for fine, and 100 gold per week for extravagant. I saw Mike's eyes kind of widen a little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how much gold do we have with all these coins we found?
We have a total of 109 gold pieces, 1266 copper, and 137 silver.
Not counting what we sold?
That
Or...
is counting what with everything that's sold.
Okay.
That's our total.
All right. How much is that per person?
Are we? Do people want their cut?
Well, to do some fine living, I'd need my cut, yes.
Okay.
Well, you guys
so-
can go together on like a boarding house.
Yeah, I'm good for 1 gold for the week. But I mean,
Yep, same.
Same here.
but everyone will get 18 gold, 1 silver, 6 copper.
And to add that to your character, you just click on each of the coins. You'll have to do the math yourself, but
And
18
then
gold. What was it again?
1 silver, 6 copper. And then there was 1 copper remainder that I left in the pile of copper. I did not divvy up the copper or the silver, just the gold. And I got nuns marked here. So we are zeroed out there.
How much is the gold? You said 11?
18.
18. Okay.
Oh, sweet. I got some shopping I want to do.
Good Lord, I'm getting rich here. I love it.
Yeah, 18 gold is a sizable amount under the new economy.
Yep.
Except when you're a crafter. So if anybody wants me to craft them anything for this week, I can craft some alchemical items. I have acid flask, alchemist fire, bottled lightning, frost vial, minor elixir of life, cognitive mutagen, anti-plague, or cheetah's elixir. But you're gonna have to chip in because since we split up the money, I don't really have that much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If you can figure out that infiltration thingy oil.
That'll I could dedicate my week to that, but then I gotta pay for it.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it costs just as much to craft it to learn the formula, but I can still break it down by half depending on what I roll. Let's see here.
Okay, well, maybe
And how
some
long
other
you
time
spend
if
on
you
it.
got your own stuff you want to do.
Well, no, it's just if I'm always down to learn new formulas first and foremost. It's just if the group wanted, say, me to spend a week to craft 4 elixir of life, I could do that. But I'm also buying alchemist tools and artisan tools for what was it? that I picked up. Artistry, so for like jewel crafting and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm definitely searching for a pair of hand wraps of mighty blows.
Well, they definitely have them here.
Perfect.
Go ahead and make a society check to see if you can figure out where they're at. Or
Oh,
find a
that's
place
no
that sells
good.
them.
I might have to take Black Tan with me on that one.
I mean, I'll go shopping with people. That's not a problem. Because I'm going out and buying my artisan tools and my alchemist tools. Which cuts 9 gold. Let's see. How much is it for a wagon these days?
A wagon?
Yeah,
Be under services.
I'm looking.
Let's see. A wagon. No, that's transportation.
Like to rent or to own?
That's
To own, because I'm getting...
Oh, to own?
Yeah, because I'm going to have all these different crafting things. I need something to be able to store them all in.
A cart is 3 gold pieces.
There we go.
And of course, you'll need an animal.
Yep.
A pack animal is enough to pull a cart, and that is
2 gold.
Yeah, you guys have enough money that if you wanted to buy horses or ponies.
I mean, if a cart's 3 gold, what would you say a wagon would be?
A wagon is 25.
Oh,
Yeah, it actually has the price listed. I was just going up to find
where
it.
is it? What page?
I'm going through Archives of Nestus.
Ah, okay.
They have it listed up. It's actually on Game Mastery Guide, page 179.
I don't have that one up. So 25 for a wagon?
Yep. It has room for 1 pilot and 2 passengers. It's 10 by 10 by 7.
You said page 129?
179.
179. I thought you said 29.
Well, then I'll just get a cart and a pack animal. Because for 5 gold, I can do that, and that can carry all of my stuff.
Get a disguise kit.
You have driving lore, Blastan?
I do not. But a cart, you don't really drive. You can lead a cart.
Well, that's still you need it for the piloting check.
Or you can use nature.
Or nature.
I got nature.
Driving lore is considerably easier, but
Oof, hirelings are expensive these days.
mhm.
A silver
I
a
mean-
day.
Well, that's for unskilled.
Right. You wouldn't need a skilled.
I would say driving lore is a skill. Teamster. I mean, my understanding with the unskilled is basically manual labor. Yeah, it's exactly
Yep.
what it is.
It is. Yeah, we don't have the money.
You just have him
yet
pull the
for me to
cart.
have
Done.
At a silver a day.
It's cheaper to buy the frickin' horse.
Yeah, I'll go out with Blastan on one of his shopping trips to see if we can find them, because there's no way I'm going to find them on my own.
Society check.
Any chance to find
25.
No problem on finding that. It's 35 gold.
Yep. That's going to eat most of my money.
What were you saying, Rev?
I'd say if there's any chance anybody here would actually be able to find like a better crafted dwarven war axe.
So there's no masterwork items anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be 35 gold for a +1
For a
potency
+1
dwarven
potency,
war
yeah.
axe. 24. Do they have any of those in town?
They do. DCs for these are considerably easy.
Yeah, they're level 3 items.
I am
Well,
a
that
few
and-
coins short of the gold.
I
so-
would say it's a safe bet that Magnamar is at least level 13 to 14 town, if not higher.
Right. Since they still haven't released that, or
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't in the Game Mastery Guide.
I think it just was an oversight. That or they're just leaving it up to the GMs to rule since Magic is so wonky these days.
I'll have to hold off for now. I'm a few coins short.
How short are you?
7. If it's 35 gold.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're 7 gold short.
Yep.
I'll chip in 3.
Yeah, I'll lend you 3.
What
I'll
was that,
toss
Ben?
you the last one. In silver.
All you have to do is ask.
Are you with us right now? I mean, we're out, we're out. The 3 of us are out shopping.
Well, I would assume you guys would go back and discuss things at your room and things like
Yeah, I
that.
was gonna say this isn't like
Um,
live action, right?
all right.
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely.
you're in
yeah.
downtime.
Definitely, Reb
Anybody-
would ask if anybody can spot him for
So
future.
you got your spot of 7. Anybody last call for any sort of directed crafting before I just rip apart a formula?
So I add a potency rune to my dwarven war axe.
Plus 1 potency.
Because
Yeah,
that's really all you have to buy is just the rune, and you put it on your own weapon.
That works. Yay.
Yeah, they made the keeping of your items pretty easy.
Oh, where in the rules are riding animals?
Under
It
equipment?
is
Page
294 of the core book, 294, 295. If you're wanting a riding horse, it is 8 gold pieces.
Okay.
If you're wanting a war horse, it is 30 gold pieces.
Okay, I don't have that kind of money. I will go with the riding horse.
All right. Well, I am learning a new formula. Paying 3 gold pieces. For that. I'll spend my hero point on that roll. All right, that is a 27. It is a level 2 item.
All right.
So I do believe that is a critical success.
I think so. Level 2 is DC 16.
Yep. And then, which means in that case, I'm trained. 4 days to learn it. I'll spend the extra 3 days to keep knocking that down. And I have my first level 2 alchemical formula in the Infiltrator's Elixir.
And we'll get a breastplate later. I'm
And I'll
just a little bit short.
How short are you?
Well, if I sell my current scale mail, I'll be like 3 gold short.
I'll give it to you.
I'll take it out of the silver that we're holding on to in the group loot.
Awesome.
Okay.
And then with the extra
So-
days, that knocks it down.
We know what Blatan is doing for that week. What are the rest of you going to do?
And
No
I'm
shopping, but shopping doesn't interfere with downtime activities.
Reb will explore the town, maybe put some feelers out for Anybody looking for a group of adventurers?
Okay.
You're gonna rumor gather.
Pretty much.
All right. That is
I will
going to
look
be-
for rumors of lost treasures and dangerous monsters and such things.
Well, we already know where a dragon's nearby.
Yep.
Nah, dog, we ain't ready for that.
I didn't say we were ready for it. He said dangerous monsters, so we know where a dragon is.
We know where drow tunnels are, and Blatan's not wanting to go down there either.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet, at least. I got a
Maybe
note about it, though.
Maybe when you
But
can.
mostly the treasures, I guess. I'm trying to find something like where you could get 300 gold for Bartok's hand.
And what I'm looking for too, something to raise some fundage.
You can also spend your downtime earning money.
Yep.
If you so choose, because that's a daily thing. I'm tapped for the week because I spent extra time to bump that price down to a point where I didn't have to pay much extra.
You said we have a week of downtime, right?
Mhm.
Yes, we can reassess at the start of the week how we want to do the next week.
I want to go help the community. I want to we're back down in
Magnamar.
right?
Mhm.
Can I heal people?
Helping the
Or-
downtrodden?
What?
You're helping the downtrodden?
Yes.
All right.
Like my fellow companions who don't have enough money to buy the stuff they want.
Okay. What about Bartok?
Well, the only thing that I could really do, is there like a local farmer's market in town somewhere?
I would say so, yeah.
All right, chat up some of them, maybe go help them on their farm during our downtime. Just skilled labor.
So
Earn income.
Earn income.
Yep.
All right.
What skill you using?
Lore farming.
All
Well, that
right.
beautiful
So
bean
on the
footage.
first day, go ahead and make that lore farming check.
First day is going to be a 16.
16. All right.
I doubt lore warfare would come in handy right now.
It could.
Bring this
That's you can use any lore to earn income.
Yep. All right. Are you trained or expert in lore?
Just trained.
Just trained? Okay. Go ahead and roll for the second day.
All right, second day. Ooh, only an 8.
You don't have to roll every day. You can use your if you continue doing the same tasks, you don't roll again. You just earn the same amount as you did the first day.
Oh,
That's right.
well, yeah. We'll just do that.
All right. So at the end of the week, you've earned 21 silver.
Nice, I'll take it.
What about you, Rev?
He was rumor gathering.
Yes.
Um,
Looking for leads on any kind of jobs.
trying to remember what that falls under.
It would be, I believe, diplomacy.
Yep. Gather information. There it is. All right. Make a diplomacy check.
That's a flat roll because he has no training in it whatsoever. And no bonus.
Oh, it's a secret roll. What's your charisma modifier?
0. It's flat.
Okay. I'll need a minute to think on that. Let me come back to that. And what is the Don doing?
Thought he was doing the same thing, looking for rumors about
Looking for
treasure and
rumors?
stuff.
Okay. What is your diplomacy?
You're muted, Ben. You're muted, Don.
Oh, it's a flat charisma check, so +3 for me.
Okay. All right. So
We work as a team. Does that help?
yes and no. So you guys hear rumors that there might be treasure, like really powerful treasure, at the place known as Hollow Mountain. Same thing with the Lady's Light. And last of all, you've heard that there might be some trouble at Windsong Abbey.
Okay. Like, do we get any vibe? What kind of trouble?
Just that there's been some turmoil between the religions that are.
What was
that are
that
still
middle
there.
one again? Hollow
The
Mountain.
Lady's Light.
The Lady's Light down there at the south end of the map, at the very tip of the peninsula.
Okay.
Both Hollow Mountain and the Lady's Light are known to be Thessalonian ruins.
Mhm.
Windsong Abbey is, at least it used to be before the death of Eridan, a place where all religions could come together for diplomatic actions. But after the death of Eridan, apparently quite a few religious diplomats left. Although who stayed and who left, nobody really knows.
Yeah, we don't really have any contacts in Magnamar at the moment.
Mm-mm.
Time to make some.
I mean,
I have the priestess.
I was about to say we do have a priestess that we just helped out, so she might be willing to provide us with some information or leads or things that she hears.
she has pretty much exhausted her leads for the moment.
But she ever need her help again? We'll check back.
Well, the Lady's Light isn't that far. We could check that out.
Yeah, well, we'll see what the others think.
All right. It is a bit of a trip down to the Lady's Light, and it's through swamps. You can't get to it by ship. There's no place to put ashore just because of all the swamps.
Oh, is this swamp you couldn't take a horse through?
You could.
Have you ever seen the Never-Ending Story?
There are
Oh,
known
I haven't.
trails.
Too soon.
It's been what, almost 30 years, and it's still too soon.
It will never not be too soon.
But I mean, you could take your horses if you bought them, because there are trails that lead to it.
Okay.
So, you guys
There you
need
go.
to.
Okay, like he's hauling his horse through the swamp.
Swamp of Sorrow.
It's
There
the
you
Swamp of
go.
Sorrow. He gave up. He just gave up.
Bye-bye.
Facts.
Guess we all have a moment of silence.
So, you guys want to
Well-
check out the Lady's Light then?
Well, let the group decide. We'll bring back what we found to the group and let them decide. You know, there's possible treasure at these two places, which are Thessalonian ruins, or there's might be some, descent at the Abbey.
Are any of these paying jobs?
Nope. These are just leads on possible Nothing.
Yes, but the ruins, they may have treasure that is ancient and magical.
Yes, they
Right.
also might house a dragon because the dragon lives in the swamp.
Dragons are fun. I would like a dragon egg.
I also would like a dragon egg, but I also wouldn't want to fight the mother of a dragon right now.
We could just sneak in while she's asleep or out, like flying around, bugging that boat that goes across the water.
I look
But-
at
but the
our
real
I think the
question-
dragon will have you as the bacon.
But the real question is, do you want it scrambled or poached?
No, I want a baby dragon to come out of a dragon egg.
dragons are delicious.
So, did I find anything out while I was down in the?
Not really. When you were slumming it and helping people in the slums, they didn't have a whole lot of information to pander.
I mean, just interesting things like, I don't know. Did I make any friends? Are there people from like the churches that come down and try and help these people as well?
You
Did I make
definitely
connections there?
You definitely made some friends amongst the homeless. However, the primary church that comes down to help out the homeless, the Church of Sarenrae, they seem kind of stuffy, at least in this
Well,
part.
Yeah,
They
I
don't-
mean
They
that
don't
makes
want
sense.
you.
I mean,
But
you do kind of rub their sensibilities the wrong way.
Prudes.
I didn't say it.
So they're a little uptight.
At least these guys are. These are the cloistered clerics who come out and give alms to the poor. Now, if it was a war priest, probably a whole different attitude from them. But the cloistered clerics, especially in large, safe cities.
Did I meet any seedy folks that might come in handy to know later in the future, maybe?
I'll let you roll a make an impression check with diplomacy.
I rolled a 17.
All right, and what's your total?
I'm getting there. Diplomacy?
Diplomacy.
19.
19. These guys are primarily...
I think that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. You make a friend or two here and there, mainly pickpockets, kids.
Kids grow up to be adults.
Mm-hmm. And Callistrians do have a soft spot for kids.
I do.
And if they're human kids, they'll probably grow up within the blink of an eye with your lifetime.
True story. All right. So what do you guys think?
I would still like to check those two roads off heading towards Sandpoint, the west and eastern road that isn't on this survey map. Because that's at least something tangible that I can figure out. Unknown lighthouse that
I'm good with anything. If you want to travel that way, just means I don't gotta clean swamp mud out of my boots.
and the
Okay, we go with the roads this time, but if I go with you on the roads, you must go with me to a lighthouse.
when you have a tangible lead, I will follow. But rumor is
What do you consider
Whispers in the
tangible?
wind.
A road not on a map is tangible lead to what?
who knows? That
Exactly.
needs to be filled in. That's
Uh,
tangible.
So the lady's light is a tangible place. We just don't know what's there. So they both seemed about the same tangibility to me.
I
No.
think we should go explore the road that we don't know on the map.
Thank you, Jasmina.
Oh,
No, see-
Revs doesn't care. I'm just saying, a road leading to a road you don't know where it goes versus a location you don't know what's there is kind of the same thing in Rev's
No,
mind.
it's completely different. The road has more possibilities. The location is a solid place.
gotta do
And
the
while
Robert
we might not
Frost.
know what is there, we know the location spot.
We
The road might lead us to an unknown location, and exploring will add to our map, which will add more knowledge to the world. And more knowledge to the world is a really good thing.
That's
That
right.
doesn't put money in my pocket though.
Spoken
So
like
to
a
Neither,
Rev, so
neither
to
does
Rev,
walking
they're
to
both
swamp.
You said the
like
other
I
one
said,
didn't have any pay.
like I said, they're both the same to Rev. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm not
The
trying to argue with the
road
other.
is the way we shall travel.
Both of them are the same to Rev. He doesn't care. To him, they're both the same thing, an unknown destination, which may or may not pay out.
The difference becomes is the tangibility is that you heard a rumor from someone who could have heard something from someone who heard something from someone, and that could be where the dragon lives. Or it could be a bandit nest that they're trying to get stupid
Right.
adventurers
And
to
the
walk
road
into
could lead
the
to a dragon's nest too. We don't know. And that's my point. Tangible doesn't matter. Both are two unknowns. Doesn't matter to Rev.
I think we're just
Neither
going
one
to
can
have-
I
possibly
feel like
pay.
Rev's arguing. He keeps saying it doesn't matter, but he keeps like,
No, he does. It doesn't
It's just
matter to
some-
him. He said that. He doesn't agree with your logic about it, one being better than the other. That's
I'm-
all.
I'm
The
going
road
to
is
chalk
better.
this
Care
up.
where he goes.
I'm going to chalk this up to the
Rev is
heritage
stupid and not
divide.
getting any heals tonight.
Well, that's on you. I'm thinking this is more of a heritage divide thing, whereas I, being a more learned individual, look at this as a more of a tangible thing, and him as a more financially driven individual, I see his point as well.
See, that's all I'm saying. The money in it for Rev is negligible either way. So he'll go with you. You've not steered him wrong yet, so he'll follow your play. And as far as not getting healed, that's fine. Rev will stand behind you all the way into battle.
After she
So
paid
we-
for part of his axe.
Or do we want to take another week and see if anything else more tangible pops up? I'm ready to hit the road, but if we've got the funds to hang out another week, we could.
To Rev, staying here, not doing anything is losing money. So
Hey, realistically,
At least-
it is losing money. Unless
Yeah,
you do
exactly.
something
I
to
mean,
earn income.
yeah, exactly. So I mean, there's no money in it for Rev just staying here. He'd actually do work if he stayed here. So
Yeah,
he's just as good, hitting the road. And if your side road doesn't pan out, we can always head further north to the Abbey.
right. That's heading towards one of your.
So like I said, I'm ready to go. It doesn't matter to me as long as we're going somewhere and not because this is costing money. So Rev's
And
a
of course,
dwarf.
the chest is now firmly secured in the cart with my alchemical kit and my artisan's kit. Though I will need to pick up different artisan kits as we continue this adventure.
Well, Rev's ready to head out after restocking. Probably should use some time to restock rations and stuff. We're probably down a little bit on those.
Come on. Yes, my camera went wonky. There it is. I just got to get out of the picture, get it to reset. All right. So, you guys set out on the road.
Yep,
And as you make your first day of travel, relatively peaceful. The biggest encounter you have is primarily with the Magnamar guards traveling the roads, patrolling. Your second day, pretty much the same. Third day, what is it? It's about a week, if I remember correctly.
It's 3 days.
3 days? Okay.
As I said,
Yep.
we hit one of the roads
3
on the
days.
second day, I thought.
Yep.
So on your second day, you come to that intersection where the road splits off. It's a fairly untraveled road.
And I've
All right.
labeled it on the map as the Bleakmore Road.
And
As the what road? I'm sorry.
Bleakmore, because we were near the Bleak Moors when we
Yep.
Passed it the
and
first time.
Let me
Sounds
bring
like a
up
gothic horror adventure.
the. There it
And of
is.
course, every day I'm casting Mage Armor first thing.
Yep, I just never reset that spell slot.
Right.
Correct.
What's the duration on that spell?
Till the
24
next
hours.
morning.
Nice.
All right, so you come traveling up the Lost Coast Road. You cross the Foxglove River, and then you make a left on the unmarked road. And it's more like a wagon track. It's mostly grown over, and it turns off right around here. And this is going to be good timing. As you make your way up that road, the first thing you notice is that the vegetation slowly seems to be like going from vibrant, full of life, to gnarled, kind of wasting away. Almost like this area is dying off slowly.
Did Blackton think to ask anybody about this area before we left?
Sure
Get more
didn't.
information.
Nope.
You sure did not.
His curiosity was piqued.
So as you make your way towards it, let me bring up my notes. The first thing you see is an old outbuilding that it's pretty impossible to tell how many floors it once had, because all that remains is just sooty walls, scorched stones of its foundation. The walls being no more than like 2 or 3 feet in height. You see off to the east of it, just a short ways, is a 4-foot wide stone well that's sitting partially collapsed off in the corner of the ruins. And I actually have a map of this place.
Rev's going to get his weapons ready as they move closer, just to be on the safe side.
I think this is the right one. It is. Give me just a moment here, because apparently there is a missing asset.
Hate it when my assets go missing.
Kind of like Odick.
No Dick Van Kaskerkin.
That's my name for him. No Dick Van Kaskeren. Should have told that to the priestess before he left. He could have changed his name.
Gotta figure out what it's named, because it's bugging me. All right, I know how to do this. Yep, it's there. There it is. All right. And let me put your guys' tokens in. Because like an idiot, I forgot to copy them. All right. And it's fairly late in the day as you guys arrive. As you can see there on the south side, there is that building that I was talking about. And straight ahead,
This is out on a headland.
out on a bit of a headland.
Okay.
And as you guys are approaching, you can. The well, for some reason, the well is moved over. It should be right there. But that's what you guys see. And as you're looking around, kind of this unsettling feeling kind of just settles over you. And you feel like you're being watched.
Perception check.
Indeed.
22.
I'll take one of those as well.
Also,
Also
I don't
20.
see
Wait,
anything.
23, actually. I'm sorry.
Me 3. 24.
All
Also,
right.
does it look like anything's come through here recently?
Not recently. I mean, there's. Well, let me deal with the perception first.
Okay.
There, as you're looking around, you notice not only in these decaying and dying trees, but also in the trees back behind you and along some of the fence rails that go alongside the road every once in a while, hundreds upon hundreds of crows. And normally this wouldn't be so unsettling, except for you're fairly certain that every single one of them is watching you. Kind of gives you a sense of misgiving.
Are they doing the weird head tilt thing where they're looking at us with the one eye? And
Nope, they have their heads turned straight towards you.
Any tracks or anything, habitation signs for
That would
Survival
be a
check.
survival check.
uh,
Now- The house itself, as you're making your survival check. Oops. That's not a good one.
22 on survival, because that's what I was asking about as well for recent.
What about
yeah, I got a
10?
23 as well.
Okay. So it does not look like anybody has been this way in a very long time. You don't see any tracks of humanoids. And what's really odd is you don't see any animal tracks either.
Animals are smart enough to stay away from this place.
Well, there's also a sizable number of crows that have probably taken this place up as their home. So any small game would get attacked by the crows, which would drive off predators, which would in turn leave that. Let's see, what's my opinion on it? I think this place is just best left to the birds.
And here, I'm going to get an image for you guys.
Does the house look dilapidated? Does it look
That's-
like it's...
That's what I'm trying to bring up now because apparently I got rid of my image of this.
super falling apart at this point?
Yep.
What's it smell like around here? Is there any like smell of decay or death still?
Definitely of decay. And that could primarily be because, I mean, you are on a promontory out into an inland sea.
Yeah.
Damn it, where did that go? There it is. Now let me throw this image over here for you. No. Yeah, we'll use that. So that is what the house looks like.
Is there that light is on in the house?
No, there's no light on in the house.
Okay.
Looks like a good place for a ghost.
I mean, it definitely looks like it was once a very rich mansion, but there's at least a decade or two of rot.
With all the animals, the birds, the house is probably
Didn't Rev want to visit a house?
fall through the floor.
I mean, this would be his house that we can go visit.
I mean, we could...
Rev has no problem going inside.
I mean, if you want to go check out the
But he's
dilapidated house.
just following Blathan for right now. He's following his lead. He wanted to come down the road, so we're coming down the road.
I mean, somebody owned this land at one point. We could probably find out who at this moment now that we know that the house is
maybe it's
here.
their deed. Maybe we own it after this.
I hate being a landowner.
Biggest question I would have is why is it still empty after all this time? It looks like it was may have been a fairly, I'm assuming it looks like a fairly large, stately house at one point in time before it became dilapidated.
Definitely 3 stories tall, with the topmost story being smaller than the 2 below it. And I mean, you don't know if there's a basement or anything, but if there is, that would make it a very, very sizable mansion.
Well, there's another road that's less traveled to check out. We could do a little research on this one, or do we want to walk in?
Your call, Mage.
I think he's putting it up for vote.
here.
Again, looking at all the birds, I think this has turned into a raven's roost. There's no sign of anything else other than the birds.
Not even Alfred Hitchcock.
The last I knew, crows don't hoard magic or treasure.
What I question with the no signs of anything being here, why are they still here? There's something they have to be living off of, otherwise they wouldn't be here. Unless there's something near the ocean that they're eating.
They could eat fish.
That would bring them here in droves.
There could be a magical item inside that attracts birds.
Well,
They could become the owner of that magical item and then control the birds.
I mean,
like I said,
let's see. Knowledge nature check is a 22 on what crows eat. They're pretty much omnivorous when it comes to that sort of thing.
They're pretty omnivorous. However, as you're looking a little closer at them and you look around, you
They have
realize
blood hanging out of their mouths, just dripping.
No, but you do realize that they've kind of closed the path behind you. There's a bunch that have moved down to the ground and are kind of standing between you and the road back.
Oh, look, we're surrounded.
Is it also strangely quiet outside of the crows?
It is very quiet. The crows aren't making any noise now that you
Yeah.
think about it.
Now, like no crickets or insects like that or anything?
Nope.
Yeah, that's definitely odd.
What? I'm sorry, I was not paying very good attention. That's what happens when we have to do it this way. What is this?
That is a burnt out old building. You
With
can't
a
tell
well.
how tall it was. Some of the stone walls where the foundation would raise up to like support an upper story is all that's left. And there is a well. It's about 4 feet wide right here.
I figured the round thing was a well. Can I go look at the well? Is it
Yeah.
covered?
It is not covered.
Is it like a tall brick well with like
It's
wood?
about 3 feet tall.
Does it have a cover on it, like the ring?
You can see
Like
there-
a wishing well.
Girl down in it?
you can see that there are like stubs of legs that used to hold a roof over it.
Oh, I thought you meant like
So did I, like actual legs sticking out of the well. Well, fuck, guys. Sorry.
I'm
we
waiting
can't
for
kill this.
James to turn this into a horror story.
Well, whenever a Callistrian's involved, it is a horror story.
Oh, I'm just waiting for the undead to show up because this reminds me too much like one of the Resident Evils. Which one was the third one or the fourth one with all the murderous birds in it? Reminds me an
So-
awful lot of that scene, and I ain't got no flamethrower or telekinetic ability to deflect the flame up. So
As you look down, Jasmina, it goes deep, well beyond what you can see with the ambient light.
Is there a pebble or something I can throw down in it?
Oh yeah.
Is there water?
After about, let's see,
I'm readying a wand of burning hands because these crows got me nervous.
after
Oh, they've
about
already
10
pulled
seconds,
his weapons out.
you hear it splash.
Okay.
Pretty far down.
Yeah.
It's a pretty far or a pretty deep well.
Can I peek into the burned out building?
Yeah. And you just
Is there
see-
any sort of like covering?
No covering
It's just
left
the
to it.
walls.
Just the little bits of walls.
Okay. Anything in there at all that's not burnt up?
Go ahead and take a perception check.
Is there any small dry sticks around?
30,
No,
24.
24. Okay. Most of the sticks are wet just from the sea breeze.
They spray. All right, but yeah, smaller kind of sticks.
But Jasmina, you don't find anything really of use there. I mean, you
I
can
just-
tell that there was
Any info on who lived here or
nope, just that this place was burnt down because some of the ground is still soot stained.
so what I'm gonna go walk around the building.
Going to the
These guys are all just standing around talking. I'm not a stand around and talker.
I'm no longer talking. I'm staring at the crows that are obviously blocking us from leaving.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
This isn't
I'm kind of
isn't
looking to see if,
normal crow
if
behavior
we're being herded right now.
They don't move towards you guys. Which way are you going to go? To the north or to the south?
What's up with these trees? They look kind of weird.
They are stunted and malformed.
How tall is stunted?
Stunted, like misshapen. They aren't really short. They look like they were healthy at one point, but they are full-size trees.
Are they
Try
climbable?
climbing a tree and taking a look around, I suppose.
So you're going to climb up a tree. You going to climb up a tree, Jasmina?
No, I'm not. I just was wondering if they were climbable.
They are climbable.
Are there crows in the trees?
Yes.
A bunch? Like how many are we talking in each tree?
Like we're talking
every branch has
Probably
multiple ones?
every branch definitely has multiple. And
Okay.
as you get closer to the tree and get ready to climb it, Don, go ahead and make a perception check.
You mean
Alright.
initiative?
Nope, not initiative.
12.
13.
Yep. It's really odd. The crows are just staring at you guys.
Yeah.
Do they seem to be alive? Like living, not mechanical?
You can't really tell.
I feel like you would be able to tell that.
Well, if you made the perception check,
Do they work for the bourgeoisie?
They're pawns of the proletariat.
You know,
Well,
I catch one of these things.
is there like turn undead in this?
No, there isn't anymore. There's damage undead.
there's a feat
Yep.
that does turning, but
And I'm just
Don't
going
have
to look at Rev and Bartok as these two are exploring around. You guys got a bad feeling about this? Because I now have a bad feeling about this.
Have
Yeah.
the crows filled in? Like, are they all over the ground?
It
Only-
blocked our escape.
only between you and walking back up the road.
Sorry. Crows here.
Yep.
They are just sitting up in the trees here, sitting on the rooftop.
Crows, 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 crows.
The crows to the
Crows.
northwest there would be farther back. There aren't any on the burnt out building. No, they would be off the map in this direction.
I'm going to hand Rev my
So they're
vial
not
of
that
alchemist
close to us.
fire.
The what?
A vial of alchemist fire. Just in case.
Can I make like a how are they making me feel check?
You don't even have to make that roll. They definitely have you unnerved because they are not acting like normal crows. Like when Don tries to reach for one because he said he was going to try and grab one, they just calmly hop out of reach.
Maybe we
That's
should try to shoot them
that's
away.
because they're undead crows, and we are severely in
I would like
trouble
to
right
go
now.
to the south and walk around the building.
All right. So you're walking.
Yeah,
west of the party.
Rev's going to start moving towards the main building because, well, they're being herded, and
Rev's moving up.
Well, they didn't separate the Don and I from the rest of the party, did they?
Nope.
not yet. But we can't go back the way we came.
How did we know that we can't go back the way we came? Have we tried? They landed there. He did not say they were aggressively attacking us or guarding our way. They were standing on the path.
By all means, priestess.
I was
Go.
waiting for y'all to okay, let's walk towards these things and see if they fly away. But
Well, I was going to say, I wanted to see what this building looked like. I'm kind of curious.
well, that's fine. I'm standing right where I am.
Okay. I feel unnerved, but not threatened. Can I feel that way?
Yep.
Is that
These crows aren't acting like natural crows at this point. I am just
So
waiting.
Come on,
as you
But-
get to here,
left hand. It's time to expand your knowledge.
you can see that this house is sitting right on the edge of the cliff.
does it look like it's always been this close to the edge, or does it
Yep.
look like
Looks like it was
it's
built right here.
down?
Because what you can see, and I'll move you out because you can lean around and look.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I like get a
So you can
Bird's
see
eye
a
view.
glass wall right there. Lets you see into what appears to be some kind of dining room, kind of. It's hard to make out because the glass is oh wow,
Opaque?
that image is broken. It's not opaque, it's stained glass. So you can kind of see in. It's hard to make out what the image is supposed to be from this side, but it's definitely stained glass.
Very cool. Okay, I'm gonna walk back up. There's no other doors?
Just the two sets that you saw in the front so far.
Or windows?
Did all the windows? There we go. all the windows on this level are boarded up. Same with the second level.
And it's only a 2-story house.
It's a 3-story house. So you going to walk around and look the other side?
Yeah.
What about the rest
With
of you while
you.
she's walking?
Oh, I got this stick. Can blast in, make it glow.
I didn't take light today. That was Jasmina.
Oh, Jasmina, come touch my stick and make it glow.
I don't do that out
Giggity.
in public. That's a private in the room.
Oh, no, wait. I did take light. I'll touch his stick and make it glow.
Okay.
I said, no, I'm not going to go there.
Yep. And I'm just gonna toss it out to the crows and see if they react to it.
With the exception of the 1 or 2 that you almost hit with it, the rest of them don't move. And the 2 that you almost hit, they just kind of step out of the way.
Now that they're illuminated a bit more, 24 on the perception check.
Yeah, those crows aren't alive.
Told ya.
You
Called
can see the
it.
rot.
Guys, come here for a second.
You going to go back, Jasmina?
Yeah, Rev will head back over.
Called it out. Yeah, I'll go back. Why not?
Religion check for these crows.
Sure. Gonna be a
That is a 22.
22. Let us see here. All right, so they are rare, but that is still enough. You've heard about these things, but only in passing. You think it might be what's called a Carrion Storm.
They're undead swarming crows, guys.
Okay.
At this point, I mean, the house might be the safest option.
I want to try walking back up the path.
They don't move. They just stare at you.
I'm going to step over them. They're crows. They're not 5 feet tall.
As you start to step into them, the group immediately around you rises into the air, and that's where we'll pick up next week.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, everyone, thanks.
I'm sorry.
For watching.
Like, we either have to go in the house or we have to go back. Let's make up our mind.
Yeah.
Rever's going to go into the house, bust out the back wall, and rappel down the mountain. But
Go. Do it.
All right, so we'll pick up here next week, and everybody have a great night. Thanks for watching.
All right.
Bye.
bye bye.
Bye.
No, Rev will protect.